All right, here she is, the brand new Prestige F5.7, which is the next step in the revived Prestige F line. Last year we saw the Prestige F4.9, which is right there. We're going to be able to do a side-by-side kind of walkthrough tour of the new F5.7 Cannes Yachting Festival 2024. Here we go. In the continued evolution of the F line, you went from the 4.9, which is over here, to the now F5.7, continuing with the new hull design, new design features, design stylings on the outside really does make the boat stand out, especially from the traditional old Prestige Flybridge lines. Now you've got the similar cockpit option seating here, which is that new gathering kind of area here, not just the standard bench seat, but if you do want that, that is still an option here on the F5.7. Starting at the back, swim platform, you've got about an 800-pound, just under 800-pound weight capacity here. You've got a new seat, Bob. I've never seen this new design, kind of neat. Maybe one day I'll do a tour of one of those, it'll be kind of fun. Good amount of space in the hatch back here, a fair amount of storage that goes fairly deep back there for your fenders, water toys, whatnot. Got that kind of back Prestige window, mirrored window look here, which kind of nice, makes it feel more that infinity feeling here. And as we step up into the cockpit, now from the traditional, we have the F4 right next to us so we can kind of see the differences. The F4, which has got the same seating arrangement, it's backed up against this back area, where now in the 5.7 you've got this extra space here, so you've got a couple of these little stools that you could put there. You could put an extra chair there, so now you've get, two people there, two people here, an extra couple there, so you got a good amount of space for your seating arrangement in the cockpit. Now they can, like I said, you can do a bench seat here, but this is kind of really that new modern look and design that a lot of brands are going towards, and quite for a good reason. I think it's a really nice feature. You've got a cockpit docking station back here, which is great to have, as always. If you're docking, got your hand on the joystick here, bow thruster accessibility, and you're right down the side of your vessel here, so really nice feature there. You've got access to your lighting, underwater lighting, high-low table, all that kind of stuff, all accessed right here at the cockpit. Just a nice space to be sitting and entertaining. Now continuing on with the F-line stylings from the F4, you've got the ocean view galley set up here, where you've got the standard entrance door here, which is an improved option. Now this door is going in as opposed to the F4, which is opened out. Now it goes in, feels a little more open, a little more spacious into this galley setup here. You have this optional bar and tabletop, which is a little countertop here, which is nice to really kind of make for a entertaining space back here. Could maybe even put a couple little movable stools or something here. But entering into the galley, which we'll go inside in just a minute, great for your exterior entertaining. Now let's head to the bow for a moment, because I think it really does help to show how large this vessel is. So now walking up to the bow here, you've got a nice sun awning kind of set up here, so you can see how this lays out in a nice sunny day. Got great bow seating up here. Each of these cushions, of course, can pick up to have a little backrest. Now, I love this center kind of seating, kind of feels sunken living room-like, sort of like the X60, which is over here. I'll tag a video from the past on that boat, but you've got a great seating area here. I love having an actual tabletop up here, feet on the deck, butt in the seats. A little more comfortable kind of setup than just laying on a sun pad. So I think this is a great use of the space. You can really see as we look next to the F4.9 how much bigger and more spacious you're getting with this vessel, as you've got a 15-foot 6-inch beam on this overall 56-foot 8-inch vessel. So get a lot more space up here. You still have your kind of a sunlights for your master stateroom, which is forward in the bow. We'll get down there in a little bit. Got your pop-up lighting here, which is a nice feature. Just really kind of, again, continuing to elevate with this F-line upgrades from the past, really starting to modernize, I think, in general. Let's walk towards the cockpit again. And we'll go up to the Flybridge, because being side by side with the 4.9, I think you get a good view of what this vessel has to offer additionally as you get into the larger next size up. Great, now you're adding 2 seats up here instead of the standard single helm seat at the F4.9. You got 2 nice Helm seats, individually mounted, so you can kind of twist them, rotate them if need be, bolstered or non. Great view there. And I like that you are able to now have seating in front of the Helm as well. So this whole area wraps around and really gives you that much extra space for guests. And now these cushions here, at least this one, is movable, so you can kind of, someone wants to rest depending on where they want to be, you get great use of that space. Now looking aft, you've got full bench wraparound seating. Table's a little more center mounted than on the F4, so now 4.9, so you've got a little more space here for your entertaining, or you can, if you don't need a full meal area, you can make it a little smaller of a table, get in and out of that cushion seating better. You got barbecue grill up here, sink. Your options for fridge or freezer would be in here. There you go. So this vessel here has the hardtop option here, and what's really neat is this hardtop has a retractable sun awning, which now gives you the best of both worlds. So you either have a soft top awning, bimini top like there is on the F4.9 here, or you do the hardtop, but then you can still retract, a little sunroof version. So you get a little bit of the best of both worlds here on this option if you go this route. And I like the speakers are mounted in underneath these posts, which kind of integrates it nicely. So let's head down, let's go check out the Salon. Now they've gone with Prestige almost exclusively now is using Iroko West African teak versus the traditional teak decking. It is more of a sustainable option for teak. A lot of vessel manufacturers are going towards the Iroko teak. It looks obviously similar to standard teak, maybe slight hue, color difference, but more sustainable all around, and that's always a good thing. So now, center this galley again, got this big opening window, and this has actually got a single hatch to open it, so you just slide that little clicker there to open that versus the two, so you could do it one-handed if you're videotaping and talking like I am. You've got, again, stepping in, I do like that this door goes inward here, and if you were to close it, got nice glass set up behind this door, so it feels much more kind of open as than from the first F4.9. As you're getting bigger, again, you got more space all around. So this kind of ocean view galley, obviously you're looking aft, entertaining, cocktailing with friends, and you got your platters set up here, some drinks or whatnot set up on that little ledge. But great use of the space up here. Let's get a full-size fridge freezer, which is always a plus. I like this glass window here, so again, even if this stuff was all closed up, you would feel still got good visibility and letting light in. Got your electronics set up here where your battery switches, lights, all that jazz, AC, all set up right there. Now, you're adding here a good amount of space in this Salon, big wraparound couch, but now you've gotten this extra seat here, which was not on the F4.9, so you've got extra seating, plus they've used this Helm like on the in the past on the 520, where this Helm station, instead of sitting here always being unusable space at the dock, now you can retract that backrest, the seat lowers, and now you've got a nice little lounge here, and now you're sitting and conversing with your friends throughout the rest of the salon. Great use of that space. Also, this window line has kind of gone larger, so it feels much more visible from the Helm. Was one of the comments on the F4.9 was that window felt a little light or a little condensed, but vision is great here. So really, really nice. As always, big, big windows, wraparound windows for Prestige. So vision underway is great. Now you've got, again, as you're stepping into the larger vessel, you've got, and it's locked, so give me a minute. Now you've got really large side door, which gets that kind of the air flowing through, great for docking, great for guests just kind of maneuvering throughout the boat as you are underway or at the dock. Now, TV will pop up out of here. Some glassware area. This is kind of like a little bar set up here. So you've got kind of the essentials for docktailing. Here you go. Now at your helm, you've got obviously the continued styling improvements, stainless steel plating here. You've got the upgraded badge or upgraded tabs here. Of course, you've got all your electronics that you need. Now this vessel actually is equipped with, let me see if I can quickly get there, let's go to video. No, that's the other one. There it is, surround view. Okay, I agree. So this is a really cool, there's cameras in, like there's camera up at the bow here on either side of the boat. There's one back kind of at the stern, one facing, you know, completely backwards. So now your vision is, you've got that view of, like, you can show you, if you're coming into the dock, you really get an all-around view of what your vessel is doing. And it's all, this is all in that Volvo docking assisted, so you can really use with the, integrated with the joystick, got the killer visibility. So really nice setup there. Technology is continuing to make things easier as the vessels are getting larger. So another feature that I really like, Volvo IPS 800s on this vessel. Now that is an upgrade, a larger engine package, which will give this vessel close to 26 knots top end. This is a light displacement 45,000 pound boat with 582 gallons of fuel, 153 gallons of water, 4-foot 4-inch draft. Now let's head down to the staterooms. Now forward, as I mentioned earlier, forward bow master, flat, nice flat floor, large space here, because the foredeck, the bow here and above us, has a couple steps up. So now they've raised it up here, so that feels much taller. Down below here, you've got a lot of space to really kind of just feel at home in your master stateroom. You've got, now they've got marble or like Korean kind of countertops here versus just the standard leather or something like that. People put, you know, a glass of wine or something down on the table or on the countertops. You're not worried about kind of staining the leather or something like that. So great, continuing to upgrade the fits and finishes. Got a nice mirror there. It's a little short, so if you were any taller than me, which I'm not all that tall, maybe getting dressed in the morning to get your view of your outfit might be a little light, but that's you know, certain things you got to work with. Now walking into the head, you've got a great use of the space here. I really like these mirrors. Got twin vanities, individual mirrors, and then you've got your outside light if you wanted to you know, keep the windows open. But I kind of like these. It's just a little different, a little more modern, a little neat feeling. Rain shower plus a wand and a little step down so you don't lose any headroom in there, plus a little seat. So great amount of space in that head. And I actually like, or in that shower I should say, I actually like that this head is rotated. I think originally on the 4.9 it was facing this way. This now just kind of feels a little maybe nicer location for that. So got your little couch here, and then behind this door is a little vanity. So cute little tiny stool, nice window, or mirror I should say, storage and whatnot. So as we exit now back into this kind of stairwell, I like that these stairs are open behind there, so it doesn't feel as closed off. And you've got kind of a stairwell down as you're walking down to your next two staterooms. You've got the day head here, and now with the 5.7, as we've added more space on the vessel, as we got obviously larger, we've got a lot more features. So now we're adding in, we have two staterooms here. In our VIP, we have our own ensuite head with shower. So now you've added actually, now this is three stateroom with master head, day head, and a head in the VIP, and a walk-in closet. So as you step in here, a lot of space, some hanging space there, and it's mounted, you'll notice that this is kind of on an angle of the vessel, so you've got more space to walk around your bed. Pretty flat floor, 3/4 of the way around the bed. So exiting now, we got our third stateroom going this way. This is a little smaller of a room, a little tighter entrance here because of the angles, but again, you still have two beds here. Smaller beds, it's fine, plenty of room. Half the time this is a storage room for purses or bags or anything else, but really actually deep storage, hanging locker here. So you got plenty of extra space for storage, that's for sure, no shortage of that. Now, as we're back in this kind of little opening area here, you've got your laundry, washer dryer combo, and I actually think this is a smart idea. This little hatch here, you open this, and as you're doing your laundry, you've got access to see, you know, how many more minutes do I have on my laundry without having to open and look every time. So I like that little, it's a cute idea. Now behind this kind of mirrored glass panel is access to your circuit breakers and also your stick vac setup. So instead of having a central vac system, lugging hose around everything else, now you've got just a nice kind of compact, I'm sure there's attachments somewhere else, but nice compact vacuum setup. Now this little opening here is a little tight, so if you got kind of bigger fingers or knuckles, it's going to be a little hard to get in there to pop it open, but that's a minor thing, and I left fingerprints on there. I'll have to clean that off. I feel bad before the boat show gets started. Now, walking back up, finishing off, obviously again, backlighting on these kind of suede accent walls. Very pretty. You know, maybe just leave the Cheetos at home, but otherwise looks really, really nice. And I think, again, I like, you know, opening here, glass here. This is really just feels very open. And speaking of open, when you're in your salon, everything just feels bigger, more spacious. As you get into the F5.7, of course, it's going to be bigger than the 4.9, and I think adding a lot of value, a lot of usable space, functional space. You're sitting at your salon here, really enjoying with the guests. Exterior, people in the cockpit, people in the galley. You got a ton of entertaining space here. Now, if we step back out into the cockpit, let's go check out the engine room. One thing I forgot to look at later. Okay, we're gonna have to open that up. So I'm stepping down here. Try not to fall. Okay. Now, as I mentioned earlier, now you've got IPS 800s, improved, bigger engines, going to get this boat up a little faster, 28 or so, 27 knots top end. Good space, usable space in here to access all your points of check before a trip. You got your chiller unit there. There's your generator. There's your seakeeper. All of that option. There's camera, as we saw earlier, but you got a camera set up here. That's an option, I'm sure, but a nice feature to have if you're traveling longer distances and not wanting to open the hatch while underway long distance. One more spot that we'll look at is the crew quarter. A small, kind of smaller setup, but very usable in the sense that you've got a head down here if you're using it as a day head, not to go down and below while soaking wet from swimming or something like that. But do have a good, fairly decent sized bed. It's actually bigger than majority, actually the most of the mid 50-foot crew quarters. So actually pretty good space, amount of storage, a little on the wall up there, sink, everything else here. Actually quite a bit of space. Or of course, if you're going to be using it as storage, lots of fender, water toy storage up there. So actually pretty good use of that space. Let's close this up. Let's wrap this up. So To conclude, F5.7, the new F-line, continued revival of the new F-line from Prestige. I really like what they're doing here. The exterior designs, the interior designs, the fit and finish, everything is massively improved from years past, and I think it's the new way forward for what they're doing, so I love to see it, because I do think Prestige just makes a great boat, great family boat, great day cruiser, all of it around. So hope I got everything in this video for you. If I missed something, please let me know. If you want to know anything else, more stats on the boat, please reach out, shoot me a comment below, shoot me an email, happy to answer any questions. If there's anything else that I can do for you, anything else you want to see, let me know. Thanks for sticking around. Captain Dan here from Cannes Yachting Festival 2024, signing out. See you soon. Bye-bye.